Alright guys, Will here from ZaltekReviews.com. Today I'm collaborating, partnering up with Addiesdive. Never worked with them before, but they dropped me an email and asked if I would like to collaborate on this newish, what's it called? Addiesdive AD2075. It's a sports / GADA style watch. I had a look at it with the pictures that they sent me, and I thought, yeah, let's do it. So they sent me the green one. There's 3 colourways available. Green, this one. There's a black one, and there's also a white one. Now, you know what I'm like. If there's ever an option of a white dial, I want to see it. But they sent me the green one. Oh well, never mind. The white one does look good, I've got to say that. Right, the first and probably the most important thing about this watch is how friggin' cheap it is. Retail price of these, I mean, you can buy them from AliExpress, you can buy them from Addiesdive's main website. You're probably better with AliExpress, to be honest with you. But anyway, before any tokens or anything like that, the retail price is $129. That's less than £100. This is the cheapest watch I've reviewed. But does that take away from the value and the build quality and everything? I've seen watches that have been 2-3 times the price of this, easy, and the build quality and finishing isn't as good. I'm surprised that Addiesdive barely make a profit. I mean, this is the only watch I've seen from Addiesdive, and I'll probably get more in the future, but to be honest with you, I'm totally shocked at how good this is for the money. Really surprising. And it's automatic, and it's got a Seiko NH35 in it. I mean, what more can you ask for? There is some corners that have been cut, but not on the build quality or the finishing. But I'll go into that as I go through the spec. Right, case dimensions. My own measurements as per usual. Case diameter 38.7mm. A total thickness including the sapphire of 12.3mm. Lug to lug 47.2mm. And the watch has a 20mm lug width. The total weight, I haven't sized it. So the weight with the bracelet unsized is 147 grams. You probably get that, once you size it up, you probably get that in the 130s, which is perfectly acceptable for a watch of this style. The movement inside, as I mentioned, Seiko NH35, 21,600 vibrations an hour, 3 Hz, 24 joules, it's hackable, self-winding, with a 41-hour power reserve. Totally reliable. I've had about 4 million of these watches with a Seiko, a Seiko NH35, and not one has failed on me. Not one. So, as everybody calls them, it's a proper workhorse automatic movement. No complaints. Right, the case, brushed and polished 316L stainless steel. Give you a quick look. It's polished on the sides. There is chamfered edges there. But, I mean, the polishing is great quality. The reason I haven't sized the bracelet is because I wanted to show you the watch in its best possible form. No covered in fingerprints, or definitely no scratches or whatever, or bits of dust or lint, skin, whatever. So hopefully when you see this on camera, I mean, I don't get to see what it actually looks like, what you get to see, until I do the edit. So hopefully you don't see any dust or anything like that. Right, what's next? The bezel, it's totally fixed. Fully polished 316L stainless steel as well. Right, it's very nice. And like the level of quality, the level of polishing, it's the exact same as everywhere else. Really nice, nicely done. And this watch costs less than £100. Oh, Jesus, as I say, I'm surprised they make a profit. It takes me all my time to get out of bed for less than £100. Anyway, profit margins must be tight. Right, where was I? Right, the dial. Obviously, it's the star of the show. Now, when I seen it, it's not until you get close up. Let's see if I can move this lighting about. Oh, not too much. Hopefully, it comes. You can see the 3D bark texture. There, you can see it there. I will say one thing. The watch could do with a bit more AR coating. It is quite difficult to film with the lighting and stuff. But you guys are not going to film it. You're going to shove it on your wrist and wear it every day, as I would. Applied hour markers, custom, well, slightly custom hands are like. But they're nice to suit the style of this GADA watch perfectly. It's all about the texture of the dial. 3D textured. I'll show you pictures of the other colourways, and obviously I like the white one. White one would be my choice. Now, I can't really comment on the actual, because I like to review white dials, there's no question. But my bugbear is sometimes a white dial may come across as off-white or silver tones, stuff like that. But you can't really judge it until you've actually got the watch in hand. So I can't really comment on a white dial. You know, what it's like in real life. The lume on this is BGW9. It's not going to blow you away. It's not a dive watch. But for the style of watch, it's certainly, let's call it, adequate. Good enough. There's no whole lot of real estate for the lume, to be honest with you. But aye, it does its job. The crystal, it's a flat sapphire. It does have AR coating on it on the underside, but to be honest, it needs more. As you can see, definitely needs more in my opinion. The bracelet is brushed and polished 316L stainless steel. It has solid links throughout, female end links, which is great. It has a fully milled clasp, and as you'd expect a watch at this price, it doesn't have on the fly adjustment, but you're really pushing it to ask for that. It is signed, and it's a really nice size as well. It's not too big, but it still has 5 levels of micro adjust. You couldn't really ask for more at this price. Well, I'm here, case back, really nice. Some etch work there. I've still got the plastic on it. I never took that off. Basic specs around the edge. They're normal. Exactly what you would expect. It's also push pins for sizing, which is also something else that I would expect. Polished on the sides, fully brushed on top. Yeah, I really can't fault it, really. I mean, it's a lot of watch for the money. That's for sure. I would happily, like I was going to work, even if I worked in an office or I worked in a yard or a warehouse or whatever, I would wear this all day long. Go anywhere, do anything. I.e. GADA. Aye. It's a great watch. I'm struggling to find any problems with it. 100 metres of water resistance. The case back I've just showed you. It is screwed down, by the way. And that's solid steel that's on the case back as well. The crown is a bit small. I'd like to have seen it at least 6mm. Its current version that you see here is 5.5mm. It is screwed down though and signed, so I'm just nitpicking really. But I would have liked to have seen it slightly bigger than what it is. Just for ease of use when you go to set the watch and stuff. You can buy these. There's loads available. You can buy them, obviously, as I mentioned. I would get them from Addiesdive. I'll leave a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, so I do get a small kickback. I mean, they're taking even more money away from their profit. But I mean, I'm talking, you know, pennies. And surprisingly enough, last but not least, this watch has a 2-year warranty. I was only expecting it to have like 12 months, but it's got 2 years. I mean, it's a fantastic watch. Or even, I mean, under £100. Even if you were buying it for somebody as a gift, I'd be blown away by a gift like this. If you're going to gift me, give me a white one. Anyway, I look forward to the next time I get an Addiesdive in. Quite happy to collaborate with the company. And that's about it for this one, guys. If you want one, go and get one. Brilliant. Fantastic value for money. It really is. And in this day and age, with the cost of living, cost of everything going up, this is refreshing to see, in my opinion. Right, guys, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Toodles.